Okay, good morning guys. Reason for this video is not all LED strip lights are equal. Now that seems very obvious, but what really happens is you get compound LEDs like these. There's multiple LEDs in one little unit, and then you get these ones here. If you look at where the strip light is over there to where it is over there, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units or LEDs there sharing the current. This takes a lot less current, a lot less brighter, not very good at all. And it's this one here, cheap one on eBay, and it works. Now that one is this one here, very good LED light. You can see some of the statistics there. I don't know how much you can actually read of that. There you go, there you can see that a bit better. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these LEDs, connect them up. These are leftovers from the light that's actually above you, this light that's shining down on the table now. That's what's in there at the minute. I had these in and they work, but their luminosity is not very good at all. But if you wanted a little ambient light or something like that, these little cheap strip LEDs, perfect. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to connect those together, join them up to make a light box, if you will. Now the light box is from a old computer monitor that I've taken apart. I've actually had it working with these in before. That's where this actually comes out of. And we're going to put the brighter LEDs on and see what effect we get. It's not going to look pretty for now, but it's going to be functional, and that's what we're going to try and do. Okay, so bear with us. Okay, so what these LEDs are, I don't know if you can see that. When we bring this up to the camera, then maybe you'll be able to see that a bit better. Maybe just adjust the light a bit. Maybe not that way. I don't know if you can see that. In any case, the one end over there says 12 volt positive, and the other one says ground on that end. So if you want to join these up, you simply put them together next to each other and you solder them together. And we're going to do that quickly. Okay. And now we're going to try and look at the different lights and see how Right, they are. So we'll just go into a voltage supply here, which I made from an old ATX power supply, and I've just connected it to the 12-volt section itself. And let's have a look at this one first. That should be okay. And there you can see the light from that single strip. I'll dim the lights here so you can see that more clearly. There's one there that's gone out. My finger is there. Alright, so that's okay as it goes. And we'll now connect the other one. It's a bit dark at the minute, so the camera makes it look a lot lighter than it is. And get ready for it. That is the difference. It is phenomenally bright. It's actually hurting my eyes if I look at it. So if we switch the light back on, over there. Alright, so we're going to be using this one instead of that one. Okay, just to make it a little bit easier to see, because the silver was reflecting very, very badly. This is the strip we've put together. Now I'm going to cut it over here because I want the LED strip to go almost end to end, and that is the best place to cut it. So we will cut it over there. You cut on the copper markings. I'm trying to tilt that so you can see halfway through the copper markings. If you have a look at what the other one looks like over there, I don't know how to, because that is just very, very bright. There you go. You cut that halfway between there. That's why that line is there, and there's a little scissors depicted there as well. So you cut that off, and then we're going to peel it off and we're going to stick it onto the side. So let's do that. Okay, there you can see it's stuck down, so let's give it a quick test. We need to now make sure that we don't touch this metal. Obviously those strips don't really touch there, so let's put some wires on it and see what we can do. Okay, to make this easy for you to see what I've done is I've taken a cell phone or mobile phone stand, put some press stick on it, and just standing this up so that you can see what I'm doing. Now I don't know if you can see this, but there's the 12-volt tab and the ground tab, and the ground tab runs all along to there, and there's the 12-volt tab again. So before we do anything with this, let's take a multimeter and put it onto continuity. And if we take the leads of the multimeter and we touch them together, we've got continuity. So we will take and test whether the 12-volt tab, we can go anywhere along this line. So let's go over there and measure it onto there. Definitely no connection there. Measure onto the tab, and we've got connection on the tab. Or we can take it to the next solder joint there. That gives us our continuity. So let's have a look at the ground. Is the ground touching the frame? No. And if we touch it there, it's making contact, and if we touch it there, it's making contact. So we know that we've got no continuity or no short circuit to the metal frame, and these tabs are places that we can solder onto. So we've got our solder, our soldering iron over here. Negative lead, so we are going to put that onto one end only, and we might as as well turn this one as well, and we'll turn the other side at the same time. Right, so we've done the negative lead, so we'll just tack the negative lead onto there, bearing in mind this is just for a test. And we'll take this positive lead and we will turn that one up. There we go. And we will put that onto the positive lead. There we go. Now if we switch our power supply back on again, put that onto there. And just move the solder and onto the negative lead, and there we go. We've got a very bright light. Okay, let me show you what I've done. I've stuck both LED sections down now. This section is the new section, and I've just used a solid core, red and black, and put a piece of sellotape, scotch tape down there just to hold it in place so that it doesn't pop out. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to connect onto this end the red and black wires that we saw before, a red tracer on a black twin figure 8 cable. Before we switch the power supply on, we're just going to do a continuity check to make sure that we didn't create a short by putting in the screws. We're going to check for a short, so we'll connect the positive and see if there's anything there. Nothing onto negative, so we'll switch that over and just double check. Perfect, switch it on. There you have a light panel. So what I'll do now is I'll switch that light off, and you can see there is a very bright, very luminous light panel. If I stand it up there, you can see the effect of the light panel. It's as bright as it's going to get. I've got 12 volts connected to it, 200 milliamps at 9 volts. I'll turn up the voltage. 300, 400, 500 milliamps at 700 milliamps at 11.7 volts. I haven't got current limited in any way, so that's good. So that's at 11.7 volts, it's 700 milliamps. Thanks for watching.